Hey, friends, don't let it go to your head. That's going to be our encouragement, devotional thought uh, as we move through today's lesson. We're going to be in Luke chapter 14, or excuse me, Luke 4. You should read 14 to 30. We're going to read 14, 15, and 16, and we're going to talk about it. Here's what it says. Jesus returned to Galilee in the power of the Spirit, and news about him spread through the whole countryside. He was teaching in their synagogues, and everybody praised him. He went to Nazareth, where he'd been brought up, and on the Sabbath day he went into the synagogue, as was his custom. See, Jesus was moving from city to city, town to town, village to village, preaching and teaching and healing and helping and serving and loving and explaining what God was like. He was going and doing this stuff. He was beginning to get some notoriety. And he was about to make an important announcement. And now, if it's me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on here. I'm going to tell all you guys if I'm back in this time, I'm going to Jerusalem. I want to be where the most amount of people can hear it. Jesus just went back to Nazareth. He didn't let the notoriety and the fame that he was beginning to get to his head. See, there's too many church people, me included, well-meaning followers of Jesus. We want a huge pat on the back for the little bit of good that we do. We need to work on that. We need to let the good, we need to learn to let the good speak for itself. If you get a pat on the back, if you get some encouragement, that's fantastic. That's just bonus. But we shouldn't look for it. Now, we're going to read Matthew 6, 1 to 4 here in a second, but let me tell you why this is a big deal first. If you only do good to get a pat on the back, when the pats on the back stop coming, we stop doing the good. And we don't mean to. We don't like to think about it like that. That's why this idea is a big head. We can't let this kind of stuff go to our head. We can't let notoriety go to our head. We can't let fame. We can't be looking for pats on the back. Here's what Jesus says in Matthew 6, 1 to 4. He says, we're going to talk about this more when we get to the Sermon on the Mount, but just to kind of whet your appetite. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you'll have no reward from your heavenly Father because you've already got a reward. So when you give to the needy, don't announce it with trumpets as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and on the street to be honored by others. Truly, I tell you, they've received their reward in full. They've already gotten what they're going to. They don't need another reward, is what he's saying. But when you give to the needy, don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing, so that your giving may be done in secret. Then your Father, who sees what's done in secret, will reward you. See, that's what Jesus is teaching. When we only do good so that others will do good back to us, God goes, got nothing for you. But if we'll let the good speak for itself, that's where God goes, let me step in and bless your life. Let me step in and do something for you. Let me step in and make sure that you've been noticed. He doesn't want us to get jaded. He wants us to do good for good's sake, not so that we get pats on the back. So do all the good you can. Look for places where you can step in and help and love and serve, right? But don't let it go to your head. Don't start looking for a pat on the back. Don't do it so somebody says, man, that was awesome. Let the good stand for yourself, and then let your Father, your heavenly Father, take care of giving you the reward. Don't let it go to your head. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.